Are you ready to soar to new heights? Start your journey at Catawba Valley Community College's Ready, Set, Soar open house on Monday, March 31st at 5:30 p.m.
Welcome back. This is the WHKY News, where it's time for Community Focus. I'm Ralph Mangum. We are excited to debut a new feature here on the WHKY News today. So, without further ado,
welcome into Business Impact on the WHKY News. In this segment, we'll learn a little bit about a major manufacturer or employer in our area, what they make or what they do, their history, and their ongoing involvement in our community. This is Business Impact. When you walk into a gas station, grocery store, or a movie theater and buy a cold drink with the iconic red, white, and blue Pepsi logo, remember that Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of Hickory has spent 100 years making sure those drinks are always there for you. Here is Mr. Moore Patton, Vice President of Marketing for Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of Hickory.
Franchise started in 1925, and we're now celebrating our 100th year this year, so it's really a big deal for us, and I'd like to thank for the community also to have a company, Pepsi, that's been here for 100 years. We are a family-owned organization, which was started by Mr. Lee P. Franz, in 1925, and he and his wife, Wilhelmina, we lived in Winston-Salem, and both of them worked with RJR, and Mr. Franz was a secretary, executive secretary with RJR. And Wilhelmina worked there also, and they just became sweethearts.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of Hickory has deep roots in Hickory, but the international brand's iconic red, white, and blue logo did not start that way. In 1925, Mr. Lee Franz bought the company, known then as Orange Crush.
Mr. Franz, whose name is on the Crawdad Stadium since day one when they opened up, he's one who established the giving and just the sense of giving back to the community. And Mr. Franz had 3 daughters, and 2 of which had 3 children each, and that's what he instilled in them. And that's how we work here, is giving back to the community. And we do see our name out there quite a bit, and sometimes I forget how much our name's out there. But yeah, it's very important to us to give back.
For a century now, Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of Hickory has provided jobs for the people of our region. Hundreds of area residents currently work for the company, which takes pride in its rich history and family-oriented atmosphere.
To think that I've been there 35 years, been here 35 years, up that 100th is pretty sobering and very humbling also, and it's just been such a great run. And then what I tell the folks that have only been here like a week, one day even, they're part of that history also. And so that's what we're trying to get across, that this is it's an organization that's truly family, and everybody that's worked here, just thousands of employees. We currently have 350. And so they are in the midst right now learning our history also, because it's important, and 100 years is a big deal.
My name is Samantha. I've been here for almost a year now, and it's just a really good company to work for. It's very family-based, very dependable, super friendly people, easy to work for. It's very exciting to be part of the 100 year. I look forward to it and see where else we go.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of Hickory has long been a vital part of our community. Pepsi's familiar red, white, and blue logo can be seen at events of every description throughout the region and beyond.
I've said this over the years quite a bit about selling Pepsi. And not many people have the opportunity to sell something that puts a smile on somebody's face. And I've got 2 girls, and my house is always the kind of the fun house, because that's where I'd bring samples, and kids would try different products and all that. But I always preached to them, I said, do you drink water? Do you drink milk? And Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, which we sell, we've just got a full warehouse of different products. It's a treat. And that's the way I've always kind of looked at it. But still, we're selling a product that puts a smile on somebody's face. And that's a pleasure.
a little personal connection here. When I was a child, my grandparents, Ralph and Esther Mangum, lived here. When my family would come to see them in Hickory, we were often visited by a friend of my grandparents, a very dignified and kind lady who we called Aunt Willa. She wasn't really our aunt, but that's what she asked us to call her. I knew at the time that she had a connection with Pepsi, and in fact, my grandparents only had Pepsi products in their house. But it wasn't until we were putting this business impact segment together that I realized that Aunt Willa was, in fact, Wilhelmina Franz, the wife of LP Franz. She was, to me, just a very sweet lady who loved children. I had no idea that she was such an important figure in the founding of Pepsi-Cola and in the development of this city. Seeing the painting of Aunt Willa in that segment sure does bring back some wonderful memories. That'll do it for Community Focus today. On behalf of Rob Eastwood, Ariana Mack, and Jason Savage, I'm Ralph Mangum. This has been the WHKY News.